According to the No Kill Animal Advocacy Center, approximately 1 million shelter animals are euthanized in the United States a year. Animals in shelters are just as loving, intelligent, and loyal as animals who are bought. I personally believe they are a little more special because these are pets who once had a home and ended up in a shelter for whatever reason. I am a big advocate for rescuing animals. When I was in high school, I volunteered at the South Suburban Humane Society, an animal shelter close to my neighborhood. It would break my heart to see all the animals in the cages and without a loving home. It was then that I vowed my next pet would be a rescue. I adopted my Siberian when he was 7 months, and he recently turned 5, and he's the sweetest dog. According to PETA, or the People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals Association, many shelters are overpopulated and are turning away incoming animals. I recently saw a social media post from the South Suburban Humane Society, and I have an image of the post. And in the picture, you could see a dog in a cage along with its food abandoned in front of the center of the Humane Society. In the post, the Humane Society explained how they were overpopulated and no longer accepting any animals, and asked for people to please stop abandoning their pets in front of the center. This comes to show how overpopulated and overcrowded the animal shelters are. I will be talking about some of the benefits adopting a pet has. When you adopt, you save a life. You also save money, and there is a possibility your pet will be already trained. First off, when you adopt a pet, you save the animal's life. This can be in a literal sense because some shelter homes are kill centers and have to euthanize the animals after a certain period of time. Or it can be saving an animal from living the rest of their life in an animal shelter. Another benefit is that adopting a pet is less expensive. Breeders sell animals at a very expensive rate. Some dogs can cost up to $3,500, if not more. When you adopt, you just pay an adoption fee, and this is somewhat of a donation to feed the animals in the shelter and to keep the shelter running. Last but certainly not least is that many of the pets at the shelter are already trained or have some basic training skills. When you decide to adopt, you can look up to see what pets are available online. You'll see the pictures of the pets along with the description of the pet's personality and what skills they might have. You get to decide if the pet fits in with your lifestyle and family. There are some animal shelters who have a training department and train the animals as well. And I went on the South Suburban Humane Society online page and looked up what available pets there were. We'll be using Brownie as an example, but this is what you'll see, and they will give you a description and some basic information on the dog. They'll give you the age, the breed, the gender, and usually when you adopt, your pet will come spayed or neutered. They'll also give you a description of their pet personality and what skills they have. So this is Brownie. He's a Jack Russell. He's 3 years old. He's potty trained, he's crate trained, and does well with other dogs. So that's just some of the information they'll give you. And you get to decide if that works for your family. Knowing that you saved an animal's life from the dungeon or death is the best feeling. And what's best is you only have to pay a small adoption fee in exchange for a best friend who might even come trained already. I've heard the saying before, your pet is just a small chapter in your life, but you are their entire life. When I think of that statement, I picture animals in cages. And then this is just a couple images of some dogs in an animal shelter. Unfortunately, that is their life now, and we have the choice to make a change.